Hey friends, good morning and welcome back to another day in the life. If you're new here, hello and welcome. I am Taylor. I'm a stay-at-home mom of two, to Lily, who is almost 8, and Elijah, who will be 7 in October, and we homeschool. So if you're new here, I'd love it if you subscribe down below if you like these kinds of videos, and let me know in the comments down below if you are new. So this was a Tuesday morning, and I was starting off the morning by making some pancakes, which is something that I never make. But the day before, Monday, I actually went through my cabinets and I found 3 different things that I wanted to use up to make some pancakes. So I figured I'd make some pancakes for breakfast and then freeze all of the leftovers for making breakfast in the morning, super simple. So I had some of these Oreo funfetti pancakes, and I just mixed that with the rest of the regular pancake mix that I had, and it tasted good. It was still really Oreo-y and really good. And then I had some of those muffin mixes that were almost out of date. I think they got out of date in June, so I wanted to use those up, and I had never made pancakes with those before, but I knew that you could. So for the directions that I saw online, the first one that I looked at said to do 2/3 of a cup of milk and 1 egg per package of muffin mix. So I doubled that, and they turned out pretty good. They were really thin compared to regular pancakes, but they still tasted really good. Especially this is the mixed berry flavor that I did. So I just got all my batter together, and then I used my Cuisinart griddle. I love this thing. It's a griddle, it's a panini press. It has a waffle iron plate, which I also have when I make waffles. Absolutely love it. It's always linked to my Amazon store if you're interested in that. So I was still making pancakes. I hadn't done any of the mixed berry ones yet, but the kids were ready to eat, so I got them ahead and started eating. They just wanted the Oreo ones. Lily didn't want syrup on hers, and she didn't want to cut, so I just put some butter on each of theirs. And then Elijah wanted his pancakes cut into strips so that he could easily dip them, and then they just had a banana on the side of that. So after breakfast, I started cleaning up a little bit. I put the syrup and butter and the bananas and everything away. And then I wanted to get these pancakes ready to go in the freezer. So how I like to freeze them is I like to get a sheet pan and line it with some parchment paper. And then I do a layer of the pancakes. And then I put another piece of parchment paper, another layer of pancakes, and just repeat that until all of them are stacked up on this sheet pan. And then I'll just slide this in the freezer once they have completely cooled. I don't put them in there until they're completely cooled off. These were still warm from breakfast, so I waited an hour, probably not even that long. But once they were cooled, then I stuck them in the freezer for a couple of hours until they were frozen solid, and then I just transfer them to a Ziploc bag. And that way, they do not stick together. Okay, so it's nearly 11 o'clock. Well, yeah, it's 11:04. And ABC Mouse is talking because I moved the mouse. Lately, we have been doing like kind of slow starts to the morning. Our day doesn't even really start till 10 a.m. because the kids sleep later now. They sleep till almost 9. It's like 8:45 when they get up most days. And then we hang out on the couch, watch TV. Sometimes they read, and we just hang out for 45 minutes to an hour, just kind of waking up, and then I'll get breakfast together and all that. So we usually don't start school until around 11 lately. It's just the way it's been. So now that it's about 11, we've pretty much got everything ready to start the day. Elijah's working on brushing his teeth. Lily already did that. I got dressed, brushed my teeth, put away breakfast, as you saw. I think we're probably gonna unload the dishwasher. Maybe we'll do that later, but we're gonna go ahead and get school started. We'll probably only do part of it and then do the rest of it after lunch, with it being 11. That's what we've been doing lately. Depends on what we're doing for like science and history and our elective for the day. Sometimes it's something that is like really fast, but sometimes it's something that takes a little bit more time. So we'll just have to look at the schedule and see what we have to do today. But that is the plan. Don't really have much going on other than that today. Just hang around the house. It's hot. I think the high today is almost 90 here in Georgia. It's hot and gross. Summer is coming and I hate summer. It's 1:30 and we've pretty much completely finished school for the day, including family school. That's science and music and history. For science, most of you probably know we've been doing biology this year and the human body, but we've moved on to plants and learning about how plants reproduce and seeds and parts of a plant and all that. So today, all they had to do for science was go find a flower in the yard. So you saw them do that. Elijah picked this teeny tiny little yellow flower. So he's gonna tell you about his flower.
Okay. Number of petals, 5. Color of petals, yellow. Smells like grass. It's edible. Yellow wood
sorrel. I think, yeah. Yellow wood sorrel was his flower. And it's edible, all of it, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And then Lily found a teeny tiny purple flower, which was hard to find the name of hers. So my little plant app did not want to focus on her teeny tiny flower. I don't know that my camera's going to either. But yeah, it's really pretty. Did it focus? Yeah, we got it to focus. It's tiny and cute, a little purpley flower.
I didn't put it's edible.
Okay, you gotta put that on there because it is edible and it says it tastes how?
Bitter.
Bitter. It's very bitter is what it says.
Dove's foot, crane's bill.
Yep, that's the name of your flower.
Petals, there's 5 petals. Color of petals, magenta. I did write magenta. They are magenta. Smells like nothing. It's edible.
And it's edible. And then they each drew a picture. You want to show them your picture?
Bitter.
So there's Lily's picture. And then here is Elijah's picture of his little flower. So that's it for school today. It wasn't a very like big involved day because technically today is like our Monday for the week. So we were starting a new week of school and usually like the first day of the week is pretty laid back, not a lot to do. So we're done with that. I think I'm going to make myself some coffee, see if these guys want any lunch.
I'm not hungry yet.
Yeah, I didn't think you would be. You do want lunch. Okay, so I'm gonna make myself some coffee. If you've been here a while, you know I usually make cold brew, but I am somebody who forgets to make the cold brew often. And if you forget to make cold brew, then you're like out of luck because you can't just randomly make cold brew in the middle of the day. So Andy and the kids got me this Mr. Coffee iced coffee maker for Mother's Day, and that's what I'm gonna use today to make coffee. I'm just gonna put some water in here. Comes with a nice little clear tumbler. And we'll put the little basket in here. And then I've got the Walmart brand Donut Shop ground coffee. I'm not gonna measure this. It's about 1/4 of a cup, the little scoop that came with the coffee maker. But I'm just gonna dump some in there, eyeball it. Looks about right. And then the only other thing I have to do is fill this entirely with ice and then turn this on to brew. Okay, so this is done, and I'm just gonna add some creamer. I bought this speculoos creamer from Walmart. It's okay, not my favorite. I feel like Aldi might have had one that was like the same kind of thing, and I feel like it was better because this is just not great. It says caramelized sugar cookie. It's just, I don't know. I haven't been loving it. Maybe my taste buds just changed. It's been okay, just okay. But I've got coffee now. I've had some people ask me how I like this coffee maker, and personally I really like it. The reviews on it had me like iffy about it, but I think most of the people that were making those reviews already had like other coffee makers. I literally had like no electric coffee maker, no Keurig, no like hot coffee pot, nothing. I got rid of that a long time ago when I started doing cold brew. So if I forgot to make cold brew, I was literally had nothing else to drink, or I would have to leave to go get something. So this has solved that problem. I can just make this. Is it comparable to my cold brew at all? No. Cold brew is a lot better. This is literally just brewed hot coffee over ice. So if you have a hot coffee pot, I wouldn't recommend getting this. You could just brew hot coffee and pour it over ice, but I do think it does the job well, and I like that it's small. It's smaller than like a coffee pot, because I could have just gone and gotten a coffee pot, but I literally never drink hot coffee. The only thing I drink hot is hot tea, and I have a kettle for that. So I do really like my little Mr. Coffee iced coffee maker. Okay, here is the kids' lunch. They're having some leftover chicken tetrazzini from the other night. This will be in Sunday's What's for Dinner, so you can come back and see that. It was really delicious. Andy took some leftovers yesterday, and then this is the last of the leftovers, so I will have to figure out something else. But I am still drinking my coffee, so once I finish that, then I will figure out what I am hungry for. And then they are having some watermelon with that. So while the kids are in the kitchen eating their lunch and they're like kind of quiet, I thought now would be a good time to do this little get to know me tag. I was tagged by Desiree over at Mama Friendly to do this little short get to know me tag. She said I could just include it in like one of my regular videos, so I thought a vlog would be the perfect time to answer a couple little questions about myself. I will have her video linked down below and her channel, and she tagged 5 of us, and I'm also going to tag 5 people after I answer the questions. I think there's only 5 questions. Yeah, 5 questions. So let's get into it. I think I've answered some of these a little bit before, but question number 1 is, am I a righty or a lefty? I am a righty. Most of my family is, but my mom and my sister are actually lefties. My mom was a lefty and my sister is a lefty, but everybody else is a righty. So I am a righty. And then question number 2 is, am I single or taken? Obviously, if you've been here a while, you know I am taken. I am married. Andy and I have been together since 2007. June 12th, 2007. Our anniversary is coming up. And then we got married on June 12th, 2013. So yeah, 9 years married coming up in June. And the story of how we met is, we don't remember when we actually met. We've known each other for a long time. My mom went to school with his uncle, and we've just kind of always lived near each other and been around each other, so don't know really when we met, but yeah, we've known each other forever, just a family friend. Question number 3, name 3 of your positive traits. As Desiree said in her video, I'm somebody who can look at things kind of like from all sides. So while something some people might think is positive, some people might think is negative, I can see like the negative and positive of like traits that are sometimes positive. I think I'm going to try to come up with 3 positive traits. One is I'm a good listener, which, as I said, that can be positive or negative. I am such a good listener. I will listen in on conversations that aren't my conversations, but I can listen really well. If you just want to come to me and have somebody listen to you, I will listen to you really well. But on the flip side of that, like one of my negative traits is I'm not a good speaker. Like, don't come to me for advice. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to put my thoughts into words a lot of the time. So like that's like a good listener but not a good speaker. So it's a positive and a negative, because question number 4 is name 3 of your negative traits. Another positive trait is that I'm like super helpful. I'm willing to help do like pretty much anything. If you need help with something, ask me. I will help you figure it out. I love helping people and figuring things out. It just makes me happy. Another positive trait I would say is like I'm really determined. Like if I know something needs to get done, I will get it done, and like I won't ask for help like to do it. Like I will just get things done. Like I will, hardworking, I don't know. Yeah, I'm really bad about trying to say good things about myself. That's probably a negative trait, that I can't come up with good things about myself. So moving on to the negative traits, I already said like I'm not a talker. I'm not good at like expressing the way that I'm feeling, about like putting my thoughts into words. So I'm definitely not a good talker. Another negative would be that I don't have a lot of patience. Y'all say that I do because you're only seeing like a little snippet of the video, but I lack patience a lot of the time. I'm working on it with my kids. tend to lose my patience sometimes and yell, but I'm trying to be better about that and not yell, because that's not what I want to be. I don't want to be a yeller. So trying to work on my patience a little bit, because it's definitely one of my negative traits. And a third negative trait is probably that I let things like affect me. Like Desiree said, she's really sensitive. I'm really sensitive too, and like empathetic, but I let things, like, this is part of the reason I haven't like vlogged so much lately, is I let things like seriously affect my mental health. Like things going on in Russia and Ukraine, shootings going on, things with abortion. I'm pro-choice, by the way. But like I let things like that like really affect me mentally. I think about people losing loved ones, like all of the people who died in Buffalo. Like I think about that and I just get really sad for their families, and like everything in Ukraine. I look at pictures on social media and I just get like really sad, and it puts me like in a really sad mood. And I let things like that affect me probably a little bit too much, which is why I haven't vlogged, because I've just been trying to stay away from social media and not look at so much of that stuff, and been trying to distract myself from those things, because it just really affects me mentally. And I'm trying to do better with that. It's about balance and not consuming too much of social media, but still staying aware of situations in our world. Yeah, it's hard. Moving on to question number 5 is, where do I see my YouTube channel in 5 years? And I don't want to think about 5 years from now. Lily is about to turn 8, so in 5 years she will be almost 13. And I don't want to think about 5 years from now. I will have an almost 13-year-old and an almost 12-year-old. And woo, I hope that YouTube will still be fun for me in 5 years, and I'll still be making videos and sharing like the what's for dinners and the grocery hauls. At least those 2 videos are like easy for me to film and like get out, because I'm always cooking dinner and I'm always buying more groceries. So like I can easily do those videos no matter like what, as long as I'm still enjoying editing them and doing them. So hopefully I'll still be doing them in 5 years. I never thought my channel would be where it is today. Like 5 years ago, I didn't think that I would be making a little bit of money here and able to help support our family financially. It definitely helps a lot. If I didn't make a little bit of income from YouTube, with the price increases and stuff the way they are now, it'd be very tough to be a stay-at-home mom for sure. But the money that I make from YouTube helps us so much. So thank you to all of you that do watch my videos every week. I hope that you will be here in 5 years and I'll still be making more videos. But that is it for the little get to know me tag. You guys can always ask me questions down below, and I'll try to maybe do this a little bit more often. It was really fun to answer a couple of questions, but I'm going to tag 5 creators to do this same little get to know me tag. So that is going to be Jess over at Jess and the Boys, Tori over at Mountain Mama Living, Tiffany at Small Town 6, Ashley over at Ashley P, and Maria, her channel is Maria Kane. All of their links will be down below. I hope that you guys will do this little get to know me tag and tag me when you do it, so I make sure that I watch your videos. And if all of y'all watching will go check out their channels, subscribe. I love those ladies. Love all of their channels, and I think if you like my channel, you will like their channels as well. But that is gonna be it. I think the kids are pretty much done eating lunch. I'm gonna finish my iced coffee because I didn't drink like any of it while I was talking, and then probably figure out something for myself for lunch. Okay, here is my lunch. I've mentioned before that I could literally eat breakfast all day, every day. So I have a bagel toasted with some avocado on top, and then to season it, I did salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion salt from Trader Joe's, paprika, and then some of the crunchy chili onion stuff. This stuff is so good. I put it on pretty much anything I would put hot sauce on. So I've got that on there, and then I've got an egg on the side over medium. It's just a little bit runny, delicious. And then I've got some grapefruit. So I'm gonna sit down, eat this, have a bottle of water, and yeah, it's already almost 3 o'clock and I'm just now eating lunch. That's how it is for me most days, because the coffee makes me not hungry for a while. So after lunch, I was just like, I don't know, like the kids were driving me crazy. If you're a mom, especially a stay-at-home mom, you understand, like if you have kids around my age too, like the questions never stop. The talking never stops. Can I do this? Can I do this? Why are you doing that? Can I do this? What's going on? This. And I was just like, oh my goodness, how do I get these kids to be quiet? How do I get them to be quiet? So I decided randomly, we're going to go to the park that's by the river. We're going to go walk through the river, have some fun. I didn't tell them where we were going. I just told them, get your Crocs on. And I put a bunch of sunscreen on them, and we left, turned on some music, sang along on the way there. And then they were really surprised where we were. They figured we were going outside since sunscreen, so they figured park, but they were really surprised it was the park with the river. So we just packed a snack, had a snack there, splashed around in the water for a little bit. I used to come to this park all the time when I was a kid, and now I understand why my mom brought us here like multiple times a week during the summer, because she probably did it so we would leave her alone. We would splash around the water, she'd lay on a rock, get her tan on, and we wouldn't really bug her. And now I understand why we spend so much time here. And my dad brought us here, and he would like fish, teach us to fish. But yeah, we just had some fun here. We'll have to come back with swimsuits on. But we had a lot of fun, and it was really good to get out of the house.
Do you know I'm looking, and I can't help but smile? Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along, and I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling, I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can
We are home from the river. As you can tell, I've showered. We've all showered. How was the river?
Really good.
Really good?
Yeah.
Really fun?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a trip to the river if we didn't have somebody fall in. I slipped and fell. I tried to step forward onto a rock, and then I was like, oh, that rock is kind of slippery, so I tried to step back. When I stepped back, I slipped and fell. And like this whole entire side of my body, from like my waist down, was wet. Then Elijah fell once and got like up to his chest. Well, the first time he fell, well, one of the times that he fell, it was like up to his chest, that he was like completely in the water, like sitting in the water. And then he did fall again. Lily didn't get as wet. She just got her butt wet a little bit.
Yeah, bending down.
But next time we will wear swimsuits. I wasn't sure how it's going to be today because the high today was only 87 degrees. And I figured the water would be pretty cold, and it was pretty chilly, but it felt really nice. It was nice and cool by the water. So we did that for a bit, and then you saw them. They played on the playground for a little bit. We went for a walk, and now we are home and freshly showered, nice and clean. I just started dinner in the Instant Pot. It's
Yumminess.
6:40. We got home about 40 minutes ago. But yeah, I've got dinner in the Instant Pot. It's mac and cheese, and then I had some chili in the freezer that I thawed out. I'm gonna mix that with that and have chili mac and cheese, and probably a salad on the side. But y'all will see that in a little bit. We're just gonna hang out probably for the rest of the night, play some video games, chill. I just had to get them out of the house earlier.
I wake up from the sunshine on my face, so dehydrated, don't know what to say. Who's sleeping by my side? What did I do last night? Can someone make this headache go away? Yesterday was supposed to be quiet.
Here are those pancakes that I froze earlier in the day. As you can see, they're frozen solid, and I can just take them now and stick them in the bag, and they won't be stuck together. That way I can just pull like one out if I want to, or two or three, and pop them in the toaster oven and heat them up for breakfast. Super quick and easy.
With a feeling in our eyes, felt like we had it all. We were dancing in the dark. We were dancing in the dark. Wow, oh, 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 wow, oh, 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 wow, oh, oh, wow, oh, oh, wow, oh, oh. Every morning after feels the same. I know I only have myself to blame for drinking way too much. I guess I got caught up. Can someone make this headache go away? We were dancing in the dark with a feeling in our eyes. Felt like we had it all. We were dancing in the dark. We were dancing in the dark. We were dancing in the dark with a feeling in our eyes. Felt like we had it all. We were dancing in the dark. We were dancing in the dark. Wow, oh, 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 wow, oh, 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 wow, oh, oh.
Say hurry up and brush your teeth. Say hurry up and brush your teeth so we can read story.
These tomatoes are sour.
This is what we are reading tonight. Here we are. Notes for living on planet Earth. as soon as they get done brushing their teeth. And then they're gonna head to bed. Right? You're worn out? No. You're not worn out?
I am full of energy to catch fish.
I don't think so. I think you're worn out. Look at my new Squishmallow that they got me for Mother's Day. It's avocado toast because I know I love avocado toast. His name is Sinclair and he is massive.
Are you gonna eat him?
Yes, I'm going to eat him. Why are you out here? Go brush your teeth.
Hey!
Okay, it is almost 10 o'clock. What time is it? 9:51. Kids just got in the bed. Well, I've been trying to get them to stay in the bed for like the last 10 minutes, but I think now they are finally actually in the bed to stay there. Fingers crossed. Hopefully today has been a day. That is why, as I mentioned before, that I randomly decided to go to the river today because I just needed to get them out of the house. But they're in bed. I think they're gonna stay there. I still have probably about an hour until Andy gets home, so I think I'm gonna work on editing this video that you're watching now. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. I think I said everything that I needed to say today. I did the little get to know me tag, talked about Desiree, which is mama friendly. She's the one who tagged me. Make sure you check out her video and her channel if you haven't before, and then make sure you check out the 5 other ladies that I mentioned. There's some of my good friends here on YouTube and I watch them all the time, so I think that you guys would enjoy their channels. I think that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna edit this video, hopefully get it done, and then probably spend some time reading if you care. This is the 3rd book in this series. I read the first 2 and absolutely loved the 2nd one, and so I'm excited to get into this one. I've read like 2 chapters, but this book is a beast. I think it's like 700 pages, which is like the longest book I will have read in a very long time. So I'm excited to get into that. So I'm probably going to try to read some of that tonight. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave us a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!